The Federal Home Loan Bank System, a government-sponsored enterprise, was created by Congress in 1932 to support residential mortgage lending and related community investment. The 12 FHL banks continue to fulfill their mission by assuring the flow of funds and grant programs that foster housing and economic development throughout the nation. Serving financial institution members in the heartland, FHLBank Topeka recognizes one member institution each year that exemplifies the spirit of its mission, an institution that demonstrates the outstanding community leadership and vision. Headquartered in Ansley, Nebraska, population 555, Security State Bank knows its customers in Omaha as well as it does in Ansley. Bill Brush, president of this $76 million institution, has offices in Omaha and Ansley. He knows his rural customers by first name and knows their character and business even better, all of which allows him to make the best lending decisions for his community.
Security State Bank was chartered in 1915 in Ansley. I became a director about 17 years ago, and I became president about 5 years ago. And one of the first things that I did when I was president was to send our membership application into the Federal Home Loan Bank. We needed to have access to different funding sources than we had just locally. Many times, to maintain essential services, we make credit decisions that are sure that our community and our county still has some essential services.
Some of those essential services include replacing Ansley's fire hall, a deteriorating structure that could no longer keep up with the staff or equipment needed to serve the surrounding area.
There always seems to be one larger project that really unites the community. In the 1990s, we built a new community hall, and now, the community was in need of another new project, and it worked out that this year it's the new fire hall.
In addition to being a loan officer at Security State Bank and establishing a line of credit for the Ansley Fire Hall building construction, I'm also an EMT in training and a firefighter. Volunteering gives me a way to give back to the Ansley community and the surrounding areas.
Security State Bank's involvement on this project goes great lengths to show how important the community is and how active and involved they are in all projects.
Bringing new business into Ansley is a priority for the Ansley Economic Development Corporation. Working together with Security State Bank, the corporation applied for and received a $25,000 FHL Bank Joint Opportunities for Building Success grant to create a business incubator in downtown Ansley.
The future of downtown Ansley is going to be difficult to predict. With the jobs grant and the other programs that are offered from the Federal Home Loan Bank and the work of the Ansley Economic Development Corporation, we should be able to help foster a better business environment and hopefully gain business opportunity over the next few years.
Security State Bank's access to FHL Bank's various credit products has enabled it to preserve small town life and also expand into the Omaha market.
Our customers come into our two locations and they have personal relationships with us, and they also have large, sophisticated financial requirements. And it's that coupling of our local knowledge of the customers with the products available from the Federal Home Loan Bank that allows us to give them what they need.
Short-term liquidity funding from the Federal Home Loan Bank is essential in our total liquidity management. It allows us time to go out and build core deposit relationships and not take on those high-cost broker deposits or other types of deposits that may not be looked upon as favorably by our regulators or by our board of directors.
Ranchers and farmers abound in south central Nebraska, and for many of Security State's customers, they simply couldn't operate without the support of their bank. For Darrell Entz and his ranch, his relationship with Security State Bank is critical to his operation.
At a small bank like Security State Bank, they look at you as a person. Are you capable of doing what you say you're going to do? And what's your history? We've been doing this now for 25 years. It would be real hard for us to be in business if we didn't have a bank that we knew would be there year after year. And so it was very important for us to find a bank that we knew could stick with us for a lot of years. At Security State Bank, we really feel like they've done it in the past, and we think they can do it in the future too.
With a refreshing take on banking, Dundee Bank prides itself on placing people first, not their money. With a quirky apple theme that dates back to the building's original roots as Buffett & Sons Grocery, customers know this isn't their typical bank.
I would describe the Dundee neighborhood as diverse, hip, a little bit eclectic. It's really a vital part of the bank's success. It's kind of a two-way street. We've really tried hard to be good community partners and giving back to the local schools through donating money every year at Dundee Day. We've written checks to the local private and public schools in direct proportion to the amount of accounts that we've had opened at the bank during the previous year. So it's been a great give and take. The home loan banks really played a pivotal role in our success, specifically in Omaha, through providing a source of funding. As we were growing early on, we relied on the home loan bank as a source of liquidity to fund our core bank. And then additionally through the home loan bank mortgage partnership finance program, it's been a great additional product for us to attract new core bank customers as well as provide fee income that's been really powerful for our bank.
With the MPF program, we are able to take a more common sense approach to underwriting. This has been especially beneficial for our customers in Ansley. With a local underwriter who understands the ag borrower in the rural property, we're able to provide them with a loan that they would not otherwise be able to obtain on the secondary market. The number one benefit of servicing the loans through Ansley is just the compliments that we get from our borrowers. They really like being able to call out to Ansley, speak to Teresa, and have that personal service that they don't get with a lot of the larger banks.
This personal service is one of the reasons that homeowners Dennis and Terry McCarville of Omaha chose Dundee Mortgage to finance their home in the established neighborhood of Dundee.
Because Dundee Bank knows the neighborhood, they were able to help us close on our loan within 3 weeks. I'm looking for a bank with real people that I can develop a relationship with them.
When you said that you had talked to Jason on any given day, it seems like he's right there. You don't have to leave a message. You know, he's on the other end of the line.
He's a person, you know, and so he will tell me, I'm going to go out and pick up the kids from school. I'll be right back, you know. Those are the kind of things that, you know, are valued to us. You know, it's like, yeah.
Our customers are the best. Our customers are what makes our jobs really interesting. The Federal Home Loan Bank liquidity has given us the tools in this really crummy economy to go ahead and fund our customers' needs and to make decisions regardless of what's going on with the rest of the country. The beautiful part of the Federal Home Loan Bank is that partnership, you know, where we can do our jobs on a local level, whether it's in Ansley or in Omaha, and yet we are tied into the Federal Home Loan Bank who provides us with really a lot of great tools that allows us to not only meet the requirements of our customers but also compete very effectively with some pretty big, tough competitors.
From supporting big businesses and industry to understanding the uncertain cycle of agriculture and economies of small towns, to providing home ownership opportunities within communities both large and small, to donating time and resources to the local fire halls, schools, and neighborhoods, Security State Bank has established itself as a community bank that truly knows and cares about its customers and communities. FHLBank Topeka is pleased to recognize Security State Bank with its 2010 Community Leader Award.